Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm Ricky C. I don't show my face a lot on Snapchat, but here we go. I have a story to tell. And the reason why I'm telling it on Snapchat is because my mother doesn't have Snapchat, and it's something I don't want her to see. So, to all my Snap followers, this is what I don't want my mother to see. So, what you're looking at is fragments of this broken vase that my mother placed on my father's grave. My mother placed this vase on my father's grave on what would have been his 87th birthday. I told my mom, we don't celebrate death, we celebrate life. So that's why she went on his birthday. And if I was to show my mom this, she would be devastated. So what I told her is that someone stole it off the grave. But that's not the truth. It was like this when I found it on the ground on his grave. You guys, I don't know what to do. I broke into tears when I seen this. I was devastated myself when I saw this. This meant a lot to her. It was small, but it was huge. And it was a huge gesture, and it was what she could do from her heart at the moment. And she kept bragging about it. And she kept showing me and my sisters and brothers and everybody she could that she was doing this for him. So that's why I know it would completely crush her, just like this vase is crushed. And I don't want to show her. I don't know what to do, guys. I really don't know what to do. Should I have should I have lied to my mother and told her that someone stole it? Should I have done that? But I don't want to tell her. I don't want to tell her because I know it'll break her heart. This is the day after her 70th birthday. I didn't go to the cemetery to place that on his gravesite with her. I just couldn't do it mentally that day. I just felt bad, but now I feel even worse. But I just wanted to just reach out to somebody. I was planning on doing a video on YouTube to just say it, but I just don't have the nerve right now. I don't know. I just I'm used to doing short videos and not long ones. But here we are in this story. What I want to say is this. I want to I want to get help. Like, is anybody out there that can help? I wanted to set up a GoFundMe, but I don't want people to think that I'm begging. I don't want people to think that I'm poor because I'm not poor. It's just that I don't have it right now. But I don't have a lot of time. My mom's getting older, and I just want to do something significant before she leaves here. I'm not saying that she's going to leave here before me. I may leave before her. But I'm just saying, I just want to get this headstone for my dad. But the thing is, they told her, and I was there when she had the consultation. They told her if we don't have a headstone, anything that we place on the grave is not guaranteed to not be removed or damaged. And that's what happened. But I just don't have the heart to tell my mom that that's really what happened. So she think that teenagers vandalized it and stole it. If y'all could have seen her face when I told her even that. I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory. Like, my dad had a my dad had an insurance policy for when he left. He worked a good job. We lived a good life, a little good middle class life as kids, as a family, growing up here in Metro Detroit. Man, so he had a insurance policy of $100,000. But get this, my dad, it was stipulated in the insurance policy that he purchased way back when he was working from MetLife, that it was purchased, it was set, and he didn't even have to pay any more premiums because it came out of his paycheck years ago, and he paid it off. So when he left here, it was done. But it was stipulated that in $100,000 policy, at 80 years old, if he lived past 80 years old, they would deduct $20,000 for each year that he lived past 80 years old. My dad lived until he was 84. He was 84 when he died. So that means 4 years of deductions from that policy. From that policy was deducted $80,000. You do the math. After that was deducted, my mom fought tooth and nail to get what was remaining from that policy. They finally paid her the $20,000 plus a little interest that it had grown. So it was like $22,000. But it was like $9,000 for the funeral. $9,000 for my dad's funeral. Not even including the cemetery and the gravesite. So all the cemetery prep and the tomb and all that was like another $8,000. So we didn't have money for a headstone. But listen, Snapchat, listen, Internet, I'm not trying to get on here and cry my boo-hoo sad story. I'm just trying to reach out from my heart and say, is there anybody out there with a heart that can help me? No, we didn't have money for a headstone left over after that. We had a little bit of bills we had to catch up on with the little bit of money we had left over. Out of $22,000, take 8 out of that. Take 9 out of that. It's just not enough left. And of course, a mother wants to give her children some money, but it wasn't much. It wasn't much that I received. I wanted everything to go to her. I was trying to help my mom so much. It was sometimes I went without. And then that same year, my car broke down. My engine broke down. My engine blew in my 2015 Chevy Equinox. And it was like everything went down that year. Then, before my engine even blew, I told my mom that she should just let her truck, just let her truck go. She had a Chevy Traverse that was sitting in the backyard, and we wasn't using it, but she had to pay on it still. And I told her to let them repossess it. And then we went and got it back. And then it started breaking down. So it was like one thing after another, after another. And I'm trying to take care of the light bill or the water bill. I'm trying to keep food in the house. Yeah, we have my nieces living with us, but they're young and they do what they can. They don't know, they didn't know back then, but they know now. The inner workings of taking care of a house is more than you know. It's more than you see. Just because someone go out to eat don't mean that they got money, honey. I just want y'all to know something. Things started to look up for me, but the household as a whole was still falling apart. And so when I noticed that, I had to catch up on everything. Like everything at one point wasn't set to zero. Everything was on a payment plan. So it wasn't that no one was paying anything. It's just that when you miss a payment on a payment plan, they want you to pay everything that's past due, not just the missed payment plan. So I just wanted y'all to know that little backstory, but it's so hard trying to do everything myself. And I'm on a fixed income. I'm on a fixed income because I'm on disability. Yes, I'm on disability. It may not look like I'm disabled, but I have some health issues, some pains. It's like I live in Detroit and I'll be like, I could go to these factories and get a job easily, yes, but I know that in about 3 days after I work, my body is going to shut down and I may have to go to the hospital because my body just can't take it anymore. And sometimes, because of my bipolar depression, I get stuck in my depression that I feel physically ill. I know some people can relate to that out there, but I've tried everything I know to push, but I can't get a regular job. But I'm good mentally right now. But physically, I'm not quite there yet. I just need to lose some weight, yes, and eat right. Yes, eat right. I got to get my motivation up to do that. But I just don't want to work a job for 3 days, a week, a month, and then lose it and lose everything. So I'm on here just asking for help. If anybody have it in their heart, I'm not asking you to donate money to me. I'm good. I don't need money for me. Any donations I'm asking is for my mother. Because when this all started, even after my car broke down and after I told her to let them repossess her truck, guess what happened? She was scammed on Facebook. Yes, she was scammed on Facebook out of her entire Social Security check. even that was a kick in the butt. Like, I have been trying to give back to her ever since my dad left. Even before then, my mom has done so much for me, and I've been thinking about doing this story for a long time, doing this video, and I just wanted to do it so that I could get it out there and just ask for support from my mom. She was scammed out of her entire Social Security check, and Social Security did not give it back to her. But I've been giving to her since then. But the only thing that we're behind in is our mortgage. What happened is, like I said, my dad, he had that $100,000 policy, but it got dwindled away because it was a stupid stipulation in it that when he turned 80 years old, they were going to deduct $20,000 for each year he lived over 80. And so if he had lived to 85, it would have been, that policy would have been null and void because the stipulation was in the policy and nothing we could do about it legally. So even though we were supposed to get $100,000, we only got the 22. And the reason I know this is because I was there reading the documents with my mom before my dad even passed. And he was even paying for an extra policy because he knew about that. He was paying for a colonial pen policy. But that is a story in itself. They ended up scamming him because he was paying for a term life policy. Yes, he was paying for a term life policy instead of a whole life policy. So my mom, on the behest of my mom, she just told him to cancel that policy and to get his money back, which they only gave him a percentage of his money back. But my dad knew about the stipulation in the MetLife policy, and so he was trying to get other insurance to help out before he left. But this is a crazy life. Life is just crazy. Life is weird. But I just want to get some help to get my dad a headstone and to get my mom out of this debt, this dark black cloud of debt. Now with the mortgage, we would have had the money to pay the mortgage if the policy was what it was and we were able to collect the $100,000. Of course, anybody would be well off with the $100,000. But we didn't get that. We barely got 22. So the mortgage to pay off this house is coming due. It's a balloon payment, and it's coming due in December, or we'll have to move. The mortgage is $48,000. I know that's a lot. But like I said, I'm not trying to get any money donated to me. I am just trying to get my mom to be secure before she leaves here. She just turned 70 yesterday, and like I said, I could leave before her. But if she leaves before me, I want her to enjoy her golden years and the rest of her days, her latter days. I want her latter days to be greater than her past. I'm sorry, this is not against anybody. This is no competition. I'm not jealous of anybody's blessings. I'm not jealous of anybody's status or eliteness in life or social status in the church or anything. I'm not judging. I'm not against anyone. I believe in God. I have prayed and prayed about this situation. I have set up many nights and I just felt like God convicted me because I watch the internet and I watch how people see stories and they donate. And I'm not trying to make up a story to tug at anyone's heartstrings. This is the truth, and this is what I need to happen. I need someone to see this video that's able to dig deep into their heart of compassion and decide if they want to send $1 or a quarter or $50, anything to help me reach my goal. Like I said, it may be $48,000 for the mortgage, but I'm not concerned about that right now. I know I mentioned that, but that is not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to have someone help my 70-year-old mother get a headstone for my father's grave. And we'll see about the other money later. But I don't want us to be foreclosed on. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm just saying, I need help for my 70-year-old mother to get a headstone for my father's grave. Please, somebody out there got to see this and have compassion to do a good gesture. Even if I have to get on a payment plan, please, someone. I can't do anything all in one lump sum. I'm on a fixed income, and my family is going through hard times right now. Even my siblings. My sister is taking care, my oldest sister is taking care of her grandchildren. My brother, he's taking care of his grandchildren because his children passed away. Yes, my brother, he's taking care of his grandchildren because his children passed away. His son has cerebral palsy and he lived until age 20 and he passed away. And he had a daughter, my niece, who passed away tragically. She was shot and killed in Detroit in August of 2023. My dad passed in June of 2022. We've been struggling ever since, y'all. I've been up and down. Yeah, and my sister, the middle sister who lives in Arizona, she has faced some health issues and she wasn't able to work as hard as she wanted to. And so it kind of paused her career for a minute, but she's back on track right now, but she's still getting back on her feet. She just got back to work. And my sister that's right before me, the baby sis, I'm the baby boy. She's facing some health challenges, and she just recently got approved for disability. It's like one thing after another, just dark clouds and death and grief and stuff happening. And I know life happens to everyone. But what I want to express again in this video is that I'm not begging and I'm not asking personally for any money. I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page and I'm going to put the link in the description of the video, and I'll just say, do what you please, do what you will, do what you want, do what God puts on your heart, do what's in you, do what love says. Because I sat here many a nights thinking about doing this video, and finally I done did it. I was praying to God many a times, like, should I do this? Because I didn't want to come across as begging anyone for money, or like anyone thinking that I'm just trying to juke somebody. I'm not. It is what it is. And I'm not ashamed of my story, because I know that it may not be what I want, but it sure could be a lot worse. So this video is to ask for help for my 70-year-old mother to get a headstone for my father's gravesite.